No matter what you have, you can be the best MIT engineer on quantum, like, with a PhD. If you don't have resilience, life can knock you down and then you don't bounce back. We all want to go 10x in our growth. The 10x starts with us.
Today on Culture and Career Corner with Sunny Kaila, we'll hear from 3 IT by Design team members who serve the company in very different ways.
Natalie, Dan, and Brandon.
As each one shares their unique career journey and their personal life lessons. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy learning about our colleagues. Over to you, Sunny.
Hi, team. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Dan. Hi, Brandon. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Sunny.
So glad to see you guys here. You are our front stage. When we talk to partners, they start with your names because the experience that you're giving them, that whole hospitality-based experience, and they feel it. And they felt it at Build It as well. So I truly appreciate your teamwork, your relationships with our partners and internal peers, and collaboration that you do. So I truly, truly appreciate you guys as my team members.
Thanks, Sunny.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your leadership as well.
Thank you. So we're going to start with your career journey. And Natalie, we're going to start with you. So can you please share your career journey with us?
So I am approaching my second year here with IT by Design, and it's definitely been a journey for me. At IT by Design, I've really been able just to deepen my understanding of the MSP landscape, and this has really allowed me to gain a new perspective and really see the demands and the challenges that our partners are facing right now.
Yeah, so you have lots of conversations on a daily basis with our partners. So what a way to really learn an industry at a deeper level. When you talk about customers overall, their dangers, opportunities, and strengths, and that what we call, so how can we help our partners, how we can help the channel. So appreciate you. Dan, share your journey with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So my background, actually, I used to be an engineer. I worked my way up from help desk engineer to network engineer, systems engineer, and a technical consultant before I made a little bit of a career jump into customer success and account management. And when I came to IT by Design, what was interesting is my first day at the company was actually day one of Build It. A couple of years ago, and for me it was a lot to absorb, but at the same time I felt it was probably the best way to start because I got to jump right in. I got to meet a lot of our partners right from day one, meet all of our colleagues, and it was a really great experience and learn about everything we do and how we deliver our services and the kind of relationships that we have with our customers. So I thought that was an awesome opportunity and an awesome experience, and from there it's everything's been great. I've been working with our partners and focusing on customer success and account management, and things are going strong.
So that was like out of the box thinking to kind of really onboard you on day one of the conference. And you had the commitment and courage to say, hey, bring it on. I'm going to start on day one of the conference. So that took courage as well on your part, on your side as well. Brandon, now we're going to come to you. Can you please share your career journey with us?
Of course, Sunny. I appreciate you inviting me to the podcast. My career journey, I've been working with MSPs for about 10 years now. I actually started on the vendor side for many years. But a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, discovered IT by Design. IT by Design discovered me, and been working here with our MSP partners for that 2 years. One of the big things that I've learned is really, and through this journey is, it's fun to work in such a unique community and understand that a lot of people have the same problems. And I kind of every day when I show up, that's kind of my approach is, I might have heard it before, but you're hearing it from someone who's never experienced it before. So working here has been a pretty unique journey, and looking forward to, continued success.
Yeah. And MSP world is just like a small village. Everyone knows everyone. It's like it's really unique. In what you just described, a very unique community, very unique channel with the unique challenges, of course. Like even from Build It, people are like, oh, this is it felt like family. It felt like okay, we were part of a very kind of tight community. And that's what MSP channel is all about. So we're going to come back to now, Natalie, to you with our second question. How would you describe ITBD culture?
Yes. So I would describe the culture as that we definitely value diversity. We foster an inclusive environment where different perspectives are embraced, which I love. I love that our culture promotes work-life balance and acknowledges our employees with efforts. We have recognition. We have competitive awards. So I just really love the culture here at IT by Design. Like you said, it really does. It seems cliche, but it is very, very family-like, and we're very honest with each other, and I love that.
I appreciate you acknowledging it and recognizing that. Thank you, Natalie. Dan, how would you describe ITBD culture?
One of the things that was really very apparent was how willing everybody is to help each other. There's a lot of cross functionality between different teams. You could always ask for help. No one's ever hesitant to. You never hear, oh, well, that's not my job. Everybody's always looking to help each other out. And from the leadership perspective as well, something I found very, comforting was that the leaders are really invested in your growth as an individual and within your career, and they're always looking to. That was definitely one of the things that really stood out to me early on, and has continued ever since. And just the willingness of everybody to help each other out it's a really great thing to be a part of.
Thanks for sharing that. And one thing that I know is that collaborative culture, being there for each other, and you both work in one team. Like how I remember how you helped Natalie on board and saved so much time for everyone else. And that's it's not that it was your role at that point, but you being there for her is what I can recall. And those type of stories, those type of examples, when other people appreciate that as well, that Dan is so wonderful, and that's what I heard from Natalie as well. And hey, he's being very helpful. I don't see this normally in other companies, that people are that welcoming and that helpful and useful for the new team member. So we appreciate that, Dan. And Brandon, how would you describe ITBD culture?
Yeah, it's hard to answer that type of question when you've had two people answer in front of you. But what I would add to what Dan and Natalie have both said there is it's not only about work. We spend probably a third, maybe 40% of our time with each other and interacting and talking and all that. And the culture here is really set up that, there's work and we get serious, but there's also stuff to incorporate into your everyday life, life by design, Sunny, as you had kind of talk about. And I think that makes a difference because it doesn't feel like it's one thing, the same thing every single time, and we're just running down the same path. There's always another door to check out, another idea to explore, or more importantly, another lesson to incorporate into your day-to-day life, not just work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we take a lot of pride as a ITBD community, that the 360 thinking, when we care about other human beings that we experience life with at work, like all aspects of those four wheels that I talk about, the health, relationships, career, and legacy. How can you support their personal vision of success within those four wheels of life? And yeah, how can we be helpful and useful where they need our help? And it's all volunteer based. It's not like it has to be done this way. It's really understanding what that human being is looking for, and do you have something to offer to that human being that can add value to them? And thank you, Brandon. Now, Brandon, so this time we're going to change. We're going to start with you with the next question. And the question is, what are your top 3 life lessons learned that you want to share with this world? And, sharing your experience hopefully will transform someone's life.
Yeah, really sticking to 3 main points. Always be learning. you got to keep an open mind to how others are doing things, because, way you're doing things today might not be the best. Always be understanding and appreciate and look value for, before discounting a particular idea. Understand why they feel it. A lot of ideas are, emotions, and, there's emotions behind them. And if you can understand where they're coming from, you can better understand the concept as a whole. And then putting those two things together, learn, understand, to be able to adapt. Make sure that you can, stay nimble and be able to not only accommodate other people, but able to comprehend why things are happening the way they are.
So lifelong learning and understanding, and then adaptability. That world is always going to change, and that's the only constant. And being adaptable will help you transform yourself to stay up to speed with the world.
And build resilience. Exactly.
Resilience, yeah, I love that word, resilience, because that
It's a good
is
one.
where is really that power of resilience. Because otherwise, no matter what you can be the best MIT engineer on quantum, and like with a PhD, if you don't have resilience, life can knock you down, and then you don't bounce back. What is the value of having Ivy League degree and PhD and all that good stuff if you can bounce back? So thank you for sharing that, Brandon. Okay, now we're going to come to you, Dan.
So what Brandon said about resilience, that's one of the things that is one of my lessons as well. And to expand upon it a little bit, is it's all about hard work and dedication. And nothing gets handed to you if there's something that you want, or a certain aspect or position in your career that you want to achieve. You really got to work towards it, and you got to work hard, and you have to enjoy doing what you do. And if you enjoy doing what you do, you're going to be successful at it. You're going to be good at it, and that's going to have effect on others around you as well. And other people feed off that energy that you put out there. Probably number two for me is, building relationships, not just with partners, but, with your coworkers and even, other members of the organization that are in different departments or in different divisions, and just making sure that you work together with them, and don't be afraid to ask people for help. It's okay to do that. Asking for help is the best way for you to grow and get better at doing what you do. And it's okay to lean on other people. It's very difficult to do things on your own. And when everyone supports each other and everyone comes together and works together and helps each other out, then that leads to everyone being successful. And then for number three, for me, I like to use the term the law of attraction. I do believe in it, and I believe it's real. And the attitude and the thoughts that you put out there are what's going to come back to you. So try never to be negative or focus on any negativity, because then that will become real. But if you focus on the things that you're aspiring to, and you have the vision in your head on what that is and what that means to you, you really can achieve it. Whatever that vision is that you have for yourself and for your future, for your role, for the kinds of relationships that you want to have with your coworkers, you put it out there, and that will become the reality.
That's so awesome. Law of attraction. When I used to probably, I think every decade, more wisdom comes from your life experience. We all want to go 10x in our growth. The 10x starts with us. From mindset perspective, from financial point of view, to anything that we do, from high payoff activity that we do, or impact that we make from our activities, it starts here. It starts within. And when this grows, then everything else grows. Awesome. So Natalie, same question, your life lessons.
Yes. So for me, first one is to lead with positivity and kindness. That's something that I do, have to go inward with and make sure that every day I am being positive and kind. Be curious, not judgmental. That's a Ted Lasso quote, wisdom that has stuck with me. I love it because I love to ask questions. I don't mind if I am the dumbest one in the room, I guess is a way to say it, but I'll ask a question so I can learn more, and I can be the smartest person in the room. And then I did get this one from you, Sunny, and it is to fail forward. I used to get in my head and and kind of go down a negative spiral. And hearing fail forward, it really does kind of realign and make you ask yourself different questions. So that's something that I've learned.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So so we truly appreciate you. We need more women leaders at IT by Design like you. We really respect that. We really value that. So when it comes to kindness, when it comes to positive focus, so that is a really, really important piece. And when we talk about failing forward, one story that I'm going to leave everyone with is this. My whole learning comes from Sean, and you guys have met Sean. And so the story is that we went to Barcelona, and our guide is taking us from one place to another, showing all the beautiful architecture in Barcelona from top 3 architects. And one of the architect, when we were at the last stop to see the building, and the guide shared with us that this architect, he was so successful. He built so many amazing structures that are world renowned, but he jumped off of this building and killed himself. And with every single stop, when I'm asking my boys, what did you learn from this? What did you learn from this? And when I asked this question during this stop, and Sean goes, Daddy, his dad probably didn't teach him how to fail forward, fail effectively. And you gave me the tool to share, you gave me a tool how to fail forward. And what we talk about is it comes from a strategic coach, actually the tool, the experience transformer, what worked, what didn't work, what are the insights from this experience that we want to transform, and what action we're going to take to transform that experience. I'm like, that tool alone, if we teach to our kids, our next generation, they will become more resilient, because normally what our mind is looking for is learning from the failure to move forward. When we don't have a tool to go through that thinking, reconcile our thoughts, it's not leaving us without, and then you're always living in past, in that regret or something else. Like you're always thinking past, or you're worried about the future. So when you do this whole failing forward tool called Experience Transformer, it's available with Strategic Coach. It's not mine. So then I think it's a really, really amazing thing to share with the world, because Life University will teach us a lot of things, and there will be successes, there will be failures. But if we have a system to learn from the failures, to continuously evolve, continuously transform, that's what life is all about. And that's why we are here. We are a community growing, and we are continuously transforming ourselves. And this is what life is all about. So thank you so much, team, for coming to the show. And I truly appreciate you as my team members. I love my collaboration with you. I love the energy that you guys bring to the team. And I love the teamwork that you bring to the table. So I appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you, Sunny.